Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jake with Stolen Potential, and wow, this is actually going to be a substantial video. There's been a new theory brought to my attention that has completely changed what I think about the new 21 Pilots album, and it even sheds light into what feel and theme they're going for next with their new album. Now, before I start this video, just two disclaimers really quick. The first one, please follow my social media accounts. There's a lot of juicy stuff that I post there. You can see behind the scenes videos of tons of stuff that I'm working on, including my 21 Pilots videos right now that you're watching. And the second disclaimer, I got a sponsorship through Vintage Clothing. It's a very cool clothing line, and if you use my coupon code JAKE15, you'll get 15% off on your next order. They have really cool guys and girls apparel. I'll post a link in the description below. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the 21 Pilots news. This stuff is legitimately crazy. I just wanted to give a special shout out to Regional at Shaye for being the person to bring this to my attention. I saw one of his videos and I clicked on it, and what I'm about to talk about right now is because of Regional at Shaye basically bringing this to my consciousness. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to him for giving me this topic to talk about. So this video is going to be revolving around a hidden secret in the 21 Pilots website that basically hints to their new album. What is this secret? Basically, if you go onto their main website, their main homepage, you right click on the 21 Pilots logo. Once you right click on the image, select the option search Google for image. Now, once you do that, it actually brings you to a brand new page. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because once you look at this page that just pulled up by your right click, it shows this page with 21 Pilots imagery, but it also says, "Don't do that again." Now, you can see the randomized spaces in that phrase, "Don't do that again." And if you look closely, it looks very similar to the blurryface tweets that the infamous blurryface account has been making over the past 2.5 years. I'm just gonna throw up a couple examples of some blurryface tweets. He always does this weird thing where he adds spaces where they shouldn't go, and then he adds spaces to separate words in interesting ways, basically kind of showing an instability or insanity from the character. So you may be asking, what does "don't do it again" mean? What should I not be doing again? Blurryface is asking us to not right click on that image once more. But of course, we're gonna do it because Tyler wants us to, and if he actually didn't want us to, he wouldn't have made that comment at all. By Blurryface, as Blurryface. So of course we're gonna right click on that image one more time, and it's gonna pull up that option for search Google for image. Now, once we do that a second time, this is where it gets bizarre. It basically pulls up a brand new page unrelated to 21 Pilots. So looking at this page, there's a couple things to notice. Now, the first thing to note is in the Google image search bar, it now says light. Interesting, very interesting. Now, the next thing to look at is the image on the right side of the screen, which also shows a prism, or the thing that light goes through to cast out a rainbow. What does this tell us about 21 Pilots? Basically, my interpretation of this is that 21 Pilots is going a new direction. Their previous album, Blurryface, which by the way I'm gonna be hanging, right about here, was all about darkness and fighting the inner demons within ourselves. This could show a new direction for 21 Pilots. Now they're gonna be looking at the light side of us, possibly the good side of ourselves, and why that is just as important as the dark side. This also kind of shows some insight into the new feel of the album. Basically, Tyler Joseph, in my last couple videos, I talked about how he wanted to make a brand new feel for 21 Pilots, how he wanted to write some more slower songs, and he wanted to go for that same lyrical trueness and punch that the self-titled album is known for. So maybe this could be just shedding some light into the fact that 21 Pilots is going to be going a new direction, not only thematically with their lyrics, but also with the style of music as well. And with the imagery, I wouldn't be surprised if their new album was a lot like Vessel, where basically it's gonna be a white type of theme, and it's gonna be casting out that shadowy appearance or that shadowy theme. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I am pretty excited about it. When I first saw this YouTube video, I was really blown away by the fact that this Easter egg, this hidden image is out there and not everybody knows about it. When I saw this video by Regional at Shaye, by the way, check out his channel, it only had about 400 views, which means that not a lot of people are aware of the fact that this little Easter egg is sitting out there for the world to see. That is insane. And I just wanted to let more of you guys know about that, because this definitely ties into the next album, and I'm so hyped, you guys. Like, you have no idea. So that's basically the meat of the video today, I wanted to show you guys that, and maybe you can do it on your own. I definitely had a lot of fun kind of feeling like a detective going through these steps to try to find this new information, and I adore this little Easter egg. I hope 21 Pilots continues to do stuff like this more in the future, because this, of course, is what they're known for. It's amazing. Thank you, Tyler and Josh. With that out of the way, you may be wondering why the background looks different. Well, there's a couple answers to that. One, I moved to college, and of course I had to take all this stuff with me because I had to take you guys with me. This is awesome. The second thing is that I'm in a different space, and I thought it'd be really cool if I centered it around a corner, just putting tons of 21 Pilots merch behind me, and I think it's turning out really cool. Like I said, I'm basically going to be putting Blurry Face right here once I get a secondary frame or wall mount, but expect new stuff as well. Songs of the week, let's go. This is going to be awesome. If you guys aren't aware, basically this is the segment where I choose one song that's by 21 Pilots that I've been listening to constantly this week, and one song that is not by 21 Pilots, just to get you to expose some new music that I love as well. This week I'm going to choose a song from Self-Titled because we've been talking a lot about how Tyler wants to bring it back to Self-Titled, how he wants to bring the feel and lyrical pureness and truthfulness back to that Self-Titled feel for their next album. So I'm going to be choosing a song from Self-Titled. This one, of course, is one of my favorites, and it is Johnny Boy. I absolutely adore this song. The message is fantastic. It basically talks about how we all have those things that we do maybe secretly that not everybody knows about, how we're striving to do good things and not everybody recognizes us for those actions that we take behind closed doors maybe. And I just think it's so relatable, and I just think it's a beautiful song. I absolutely want to learn how to play that on the piano because it's easy and I could probably do it. The second song is from a band that's been around for a long time actually. The band is called RadioHead. I'm sure a lot of you guys have listened to them, but I actually recently discovered them and I think they're phenomenal. But the song I want to feature today is actually called Karma Police. I believe it's from their third album. It's fantastic. I've really enjoyed listening to this album, and even though I think their second album is a little bit better, this track from their third album is definitely a standout track, and I absolutely love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this week. This has been Jake with Stolen Potential again. I actually have a massive migraine right now, like throughout this whole video.
I've got a migraine.
And it's not a metaphorical migraine, like I need ibuprofen. So I gotta get going. But thank you guys once again for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video.